Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the losers final of the 1v1 beta tournament between Babo and Loothill. Names are separate. I don't think I've actually got the bar on the screen. So there it is now, it's on the screen now. Blue is actually, we're playing blue versus red, and I'm joined by, in this commentary, by Lovenji, the tournament administrator. Lovenji, welcome, how are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Exciting to see this. You know, we've made it all the way to the losers final with relatively active momentum. You know, we've had a little bit of a reputation for not playing tournaments out with any amount of haste, but I think we've done really well with the amount of games we've played so far.
Yeah, it's really good. I was going to say something, but I've now forgotten. I've got the population bar ready, I'll tell you that. What I was going to say, the ping difference, this is, because we're seeing blue versus red, which we normally see yellow versus red, as we've seen for the most of the tournament, we've got Loothill from Chile, who's actually hosting this, which gives Babo a ping of 230 when he's used to something like 40. That's going to be huge.
Definitely, because you've got to remember Loothill is very used to playing on a ping of 200 plus, and now he gets to play on a ping of 1, you know, whereas Babo is, as you've already said, he's very used to that sort of 30-40 ping if he's not host. You know, he does host sometimes as well. So the difference for these two players is going to be astronomical. And it'll be interesting to see if any of the players change up their playstyle to reflect that.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is it better for Babo to be the one with the higher ping on this level, or one with because to be fair, to dismantle you don't need a low ping to do the dismantling. You can just do that. So I don't think you'll have a problem getting his population up. And I think when he gets onto PP, where you've got to do lots of multitasking at once, I think that's where the better ping is gonna come into its own, really.
So Loothill is a notoriously strong shaman player. Like, he really likes the use of his shaman or his shaman, depending on which continent of the community you talk to. He's a very, very strong shaman player, so having the 1 ping is going to benefit him on whatever map he claims that on. And so I actually think he might have, if they've agreed this sort of alternating host between them, he might have wasted that advantage by using it on a map like Narrow Passage, because as you've said, you know, if you've got a superior or very strong shaman, you'd really want to use that on something like Pressure Point, as we've seen.
Yeah. We've got Babo with the first land bridge connected to one of his islands, so now he can bring his men across and get building without any issues. We'll probably see Loothill do the same, unless we see something unorthodox, and then they'll probably land bridge the opposite side as well.
Yep, Babo's already got a Fire Warrior training hut plan down. He's probably got a couple of warrior training huts in there as well. Loothill has not yet decided where he wants his Fire Warrior hut.
He does have a warrior hut up though, which is pretty much built. There's still a few warbling on the map. Yeah, if I ping something and then you want to talk about it, that's fine. I just you can load into your conversation if you like. We'll try and get this fluid, make this a fluid commentary.
Don't know if I can do that. I'll do my best. But I'm just scanning Babo's foundations now to see if I can see any warrior training huts, and I don't see any, so hasn't started the construction of a warrior hut yet.
Well, we know how massive warriors are on this level. Like you were saying before the stream started, this narrow passage isn't going to be in the grand final. The grand final is going to be a best of 5. Whoever wins this will go through to the best of 5 grand final. But we're not going to see this map again. This is the last time we, as commentators, are hopefully ever going to cast this, because we have seen some pretty slow-paced games on this map, let's be honest.
I think it was interesting because actually the first couple of games, this is a second Fire Warrior hut coming out from Babo, by the way. The first couple of games were actually really, really quick because the players were so focused on actually not allowing that beta advantage of going past the 200 pop to really kick in. And so we had a series of really quick games, and then as we weeded out the players, they really started to slow down. We've got Babo pushing in here. I don't know if Loothill sees it.
Loothill is patrolling his shaman there, but isn't actually doing anything. Is this a ghost? It's not. He's in. Is Loothill reacting yet? He's not. He's still patrolling his shaman. He's collected his shaman now. He's being blasted once by Babo.
Very slow reactions from a player on 1 ping. I would have thought he would have responded to that much quicker.
Yeah, is he going for the warrior hook? Because look, Loothill's already got 3 warriors training another one. He's got the earthquake off. That could be huge. And it's sank.
He gets warriors.
And the shaman's going to die.
He got the Shaman, he got 4 of the 5 warriors. This is so good for him right now.
This is huge. He's he could. I don't know how much mana he's going to have to do things. I'll get a pop count now while you.
Yeah, Babo's just completing a warrior training hut of his own, so that quick warrior hut advantage that Loothill built up has quickly gone away. Babo's now got 2 fire warrior huts and 1 warrior training hut to Loothill's half-completed fire warrior hut. He's trying to build 2 at the same time now.
We've got Loothill with 59, which is Chris. I'm going to say Chris because it's on the bar as Chris. Chris has got 59. Babo 15 good. OP is 53. So he's a few behind, but he's got the earthquake off. He's done some damage. He's killed a few warriors. His Shaman's still in the base, and if Loothill does kill, if Chris does kill Babo's Shaman, I hate this name changing. I should just keep the bar as like their normal names. It'll be easy. I might do that from now on. Red Shaman will come back. Oh, he's blasted. He's dead. He's actually killed the Shaman again. Has he got his own warriors to come up now? Has he got any warriors? He's training some now in his own base. He's building another warrior.
He's training some. Yeah.
2 fire hoods.
It's interesting to see that Babo is, following your advice from your single player video that you put out. Always building, constantly building. You can see there's plenty of plans being put down still, even while he's being aggressive. Oh, he gets another warrior training hub with that earthquake.
That's huge. And this has all happened because Loothill was not paying attention to his Shaman at all. Babo, we've seen Babo when he comes along this narrow passage, he falls in the water from anything. And he just walked in freely there.
He really, really does. He's actually picked up a bit of a reputation for being that one guy, just send some ghosts at him, he will get pushed into the water by a wayward ghost. We've seen it in tournament games, we've seen it against Nisi, of course.
Yeah, and I am getting my colours and my names confused, because, as I say, people don't have the same names as they used to, and the colours aren't the same as normal here. So if I make any mistakes, I apologise, but Chris Loothill is blue, Babo 1.5 good is red. Looks like your Shaman's finally going to go down though. And blue survived.
So Babo's finally been cleared out from the base, but now you can see the warriors are starting to pour in. And in fact, it's not just warriors, there are fire warriors coming in as well. Good spot.
Yeah, and while all this has happened, the past 2 minutes plus of warfare, Loothill's not filled any of them from 3 towers he's had with fire warriors.
Yeah, he's only just finished his fire warrior training hut.
Yeah, but he's got 4. He's got 3 almost built. He's got 1 already. This is bizarre. Warriors now are coming through the front. If Loothill's not quick here, they could sneak past. He's got a blast off to slow them. He's managed to mop them up there.
It feels weird to say this, but I think there is such a thing as too many training huts, right? Each one of these costs 8 wood. The warrior huts are pretty essential on this map, but do you need 4 fire warrior huts?
No, and if you look closely, blue here, I'm just going to say colours. Blue is, he's not harvested his trees very well, if at all. Whereas I know that's something Babo will have been doing if I go take a look at his base.
Oh yeah, Babo's got plenty of trees remaining.
Yeah, he's got trees all over, and he's got a much bigger base than blue as well.
Putting down plenty of plans, he's just making sure he does not stop building, keeps pressing the advantage. His Shaman's coming in again. Yeah,
the towers are filled now this time, so he's going to have to get past those. He might just if he's got another earthquake, that's probably a good place to earthquake. Some huts and 3 towers there. Loothill's Shaman is still standing still. She's noticed now she's coming forward. The ghosts are in. There's the earthquake onto the hut. And he's in the water. Told you. Anything gets him in.
Mistimed that blast, so yeah, he goes straight into the water. And see, even he knows his reputation, as he says classic in the chat.
Alright, so blue here is going to push with a counter-attack. He's got 5 warriors of his own. His Shaman coming up. The ghosts are there to delay the Shaman slightly, but look at Babo. He's got his defensive towers. By the time blue gets there, his Shaman will be back. She fell in the water. 10 seconds quicker with a reincarnation than normal.
Well, that's exactly one of the problems that we've seen with this map and why it slows down, or why backdoors occur so quickly. The Shaman reincarnates relatively quickly in relation to how long it takes to actually get over into the enemy base and pull off an attack. So you don't really lose that much by dying on the offensive.
He's been held up well here by Red's troops here. He's trying to push his fire warriors forward. The lightning's connected. Don't know how. But remember, Babo here is playing with 230 ping. He's not used to it. So I think that's why he made this strategy. Let's see what Loothill's got in his arsenal here.
Blue very almost rolled into the water there, but he's alive. He's well.
Shaman stood still. He's controlling troops at the same time to bring them in. Warriors coming through this front line. There's one earthquake. He's gone for the fire. I thought he should really be going to the other side, I think, trying to get the warriors. Babo is training about 10 plus warriors now in response to this attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about getting a solitary fire warrior hut, as you've already called out. These two warrior huts over here are in relatively close proximity to one another.
Yeah, even if he got this one,
burn them both.
Even if he got this one here, it would have been better. But he's gone for the huts to get some damage on his mana. One man was in them huts though. Babo's smite got his man out, but Babo's been hit by. Oh, he survived! Woohoo! It wasn't a direct hit.
Oh, just got caught transitioning off the tile. The exact moment the light hit.
This must be hell for Babo. He's actually going to push forward, I think. He's going to ignore this. Has he got any fire arrows in defense? Or Loothill could kill lots of men here. He's got some fire arrows back here, but like I say, Babo's not used to this connection.
And I like this decision from Babo. You know, you're playing with 200 ping. You're playing Loothill, who has a reputation for having a very strong shaman. He's just killed you once, and you know he avoided killing you a second time by a bit of luck and good graces. You know, just ignore the shaman and go for a trade with his superior troop numbers. Babo knows how much
superior,
damage
I'm not so sure. There's lots of blue warriors here, but thankfully the red shaman is here to help. An earthquake. Oh, she's in the water again.
Oh, you can't see me, but I got my head in my hands.
And the earthquake is not good. The earthquake's not good. The red warriors are going to get mopped up. We've still got blue shaman here now, heading over to the side base. Prioritizing the huts here, going for the mana generation. We'll see if that pays off, because he is denying Babo from creating any more warriors here. The earthquakes so haven't been great. RNG is earthquake. You can only do so much with an earthquake. Red shaman's back.
Loothill's not watching his shaman.
I was just ignoring it.
Doesn't seem to care.
I don't know if this is a wise decision, because Loothill's base is not small. He did hurt him a bit, but the early attack isn't as good as a mid-game attack. And we'll see. He might fall in the water again.
I suppose Babo's decision is that he's probably sitting on some mana from the fact that he was bigger than Loothill for a while.
Honestly, I think Babo's just at the point where he's playing with such a high ping that he's not used to. That he's probably just thrown this and waiting for the pressure point game.
That's also a possibility.
Because I'm not sure how they're going to decide the connection for the third. Sorry, I don't know how they're going to decide the connection for the third game. I don't know what they're thinking.
I have no idea.
He's in the water again. He's in the water again. So
how he didn't see those as his warriors ran past that hut.
Lovenji just Blue just staying in the base here. Red's trying to get another fire warrior hood up. He's got some warrior hoods still.
He's still alive. He's just recovered from stars, so he's relatively low HP
now, and we're at 65 to red, 83 to blue. Well, Loothill is in charge here, and red just keeps running away, but I don't think he's in a state to be able to do this. He must have some spells charged up.
I think I agree with you. I think he's playing on 200 ping. He's had enough. He's fed up. I think he just wants to move on to the next game.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like it should have been agreed in beforehand if they're going to do such a drastic change, because throughout the entire tournament it's been that players generally stick to a horse that's beneficial for everyone.
And I definitely agree, but of course we had that in Key 52. There were suggestions that you host, that I host, as we both have pretty stable hosts, and at the end of the day this was what came up and both players agreed with it. So I allowed it to happen, but I'm wondering if there's a little bit of regret after agreeing to that.
Yeah, I just think players should play with the ping that they're used to. I think that's probably the fairest.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of earthquakes coming out from Babo, but they're not the best in the world, really, are they, at this point in the game?
No, I kind of feel like it's over. Is Loothill still in his base, or is he actually... Don't see his shaman.
So Babo's pulling what I'm now calling a Sub-Zero. He's praying to the volcano.
You've got to pray to your volcano. This is Populous beginning, man. There's got to be obelisks, stone heads, totem poles. If they're there, use them. Backdoor here. He's actually connected from Babo's base to his own and going to bring the warriors in, which has been training. He's got a lot of warriors. That's bad news for Bad news.
It's a very smart decision from Loothill there, just to, connect it up, get the warriors in, get them spread out, multiple path attacks, really add the pressure into this game, and hopefully use his population lead to secure himself a victory. You can even see these warriors are spreading out nicely. Very easy to do that with one ping.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
And even his shaman herself is still present and taking part in the attack. Babo's respawned. I didn't see how he died that time, but he's died yet again.
He's got to lighten up. Lightning's good. Now, can he mop up these warriors and save his base?
We'll have to see.
72 to 95 population now. Still only a 20 difference. His warriors are going to kill a few, though.
It's good to see his population's managed to go up a little bit. Warriors not as powerful in beta as they would be in 1.3 because of a very annoying glitch that has yet to be fixed, which we are now very aware of.
Yeah, and the praying has been mopped up by the warriors that are coming through that direction.
In fact, you can witness it firsthand here.
Yeah, warrior bugs.
Yeah,
I'm well known to these. They normally don't work in my favour, let me tell you that. Both my games were a bit... well, let's forget about it. Oh, the games have frozen. What's happened? Oh, I'm back.
Oh, that's a lag spike and a half, that was.
That was, yeah.
That was...
Well, if he felt it, that must have been his own computer.
I was going to say, if Loothill felt that spike, that was his PC.
Yeah, that's mechanical.
Oh dear. That's a warning sign, if any, eh?
Yeah, wait till we get a pressure point.
So I guess, based on what you were saying about your tournament games, now's not a good time to ask you how you feel about the Armageddon spell.
Oh, honestly, it was great content.
It was fun to watch, but you also felt the pain.
It was bizarre. It was bizarre to watch. As I was watching it, I was thinking, my men. The first thing I noticed was that his fire warriors just propelled 50 plus of my braves out the arena with one fell swoop. That was like, okay, that's a bit harsh, but we'll see what happens. They've got twice as many warriors as he does have population. I mean, warriors just all ran on one spot and all just died. Because they all on one single tile, running on the spot, taking fire warrior damage. They all just died to their proximity, so...
There was no more perfect an example of the proximity damage that fire warriors deal than your Armageddon.
And I was watching that thinking, my warriors didn't do anything, they just bugged it. Then they came out of the game, people were like, well, the fire warriors were the difference, the fire warriors won it. I mean, of course the fire warriors won it, all my men ran on one spot. I don't think people realise what actually happened.
Well, yeah, I was in a position where I was deciding what to do with that game, and I must have watched that back 10 times, 10, 20 times in slow motion, skipping forward frame by frame.
I saw you boot up the Vegas.
Yeah, watch all those warriors patrolling on the spot. And Inca's come back to us and said it's because the patrol function is broken in beta. So, there you go. There's your answer as to why that happened.
I know, the first Populous podcast we had with Inca and Brandon, I remember Inca saying, well, I think we can stop calling it beta soon. I'm not so sure. I think there's more bugs being introduced recently than there are fixes.
In the spirit of positivity, and because I think there's not much left of this game anymore, looking at the state of the base, the population. Babo's doing his best to do damage back to Loothill. He has got a couple of warriors, but Loothill's warriors are absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, we're down to 51 population versus 90, so it's and the base is yeah, it's over. He can just surrender here. We'll move on to PP maybe. Yeah. I feel bad for Babo. This wasn't agreed beforehand, but I guess he just sort of, there's 8 people in the lobby feeling peer pressure.
Yeah, in the interest of that, we're saying, we have said we found all these bugs and what have you, but that was the point of the tournament, We said we wanted to test beta's competitive readiness for Populous, and nobody, not even myself, a very pro beta player, can say that beta is ready for competitive Populous yet.
I don't think so. There's been too many bugs that have actually kind of decided games, and that shouldn't really happen.
Definitely agree, and that's kind of the point of having the tournament, because now we can get those tracked, logged, and hopefully fixed. And if they're not fixed, well, We did everything we could as players to show why beta wasn't being used, you know?
Yeah, you've definitely organised this mass QA test. You know what I mean? Quality assurance testing, beta testing itself. We've all tried it. We've all witnessed many bugs.
The community loves a good tournament, so what better way to get everyone engaged in playing the beta mode, you know, than host a tournament? We've even had players who have categorically said they don't like beta sign up for the tournament and take part and actually provide me with some very helpful feedback. So, you know, it's been a positive thing through and through.
Definitely.
All bugs aside.
Yeah, it's just been something different as well. We're so used to seeing Populous tournaments of Pressure Point and Creators and Face-Off, but you know, we've got Pressure Point, of course, but Pressure Point, all 4 bases in a 1v1, that's been something completely new to the tournament scene. And we've got Narrow Passage, which I don't think it's ever been as a tournament, and then we've got the whole, you can choose
probably
your
won't
own
ever
map.
be again.
No.
I'll be honest. Not feeling picking Narrow Passage as a tournament map ever again. If I'm not feeling that.
I'm not going to argue with you there.
We've got more warriors dancing outside of a hut here. It's getting more and more creative.
Yeah. There was also the fact that people will wait. You've mentioned that bug, that people will wait their turn. So one warrior kills multiple Braves because he kills 3 and then another 3 come along rather than all 7 or 8 or whatever. You can describe that bug better than me.
Yeah, so typically the units, as each one dies, 3 units can be in combat with 1 unit at any given time, and the rest wait around the unit in a circle, and then as one dies, another one charges in. Now, in beta, they don't do that. They wait until all 3 of them die, and then a new 3 go in.
Yeah.
Now, because unit HP is tied to how much damage they deal, that means the warrior takes less damage because he's not fighting 3 all the time. And therefore he can deal more damage. So where he should be able to kill 6 Braves, we've seen him killing 8, you know, which really adds up in things like the Pressure Point games.
Well, Lovenji, that was it.
It was game 1. We didn't really talk very much about it. I think it was pretty straightforward pen and paper.
Narrow passage, really. Nothing exciting really. These 1-lane paths and stuff, that's what we're used to seeing. Pressure Point, though, is going to be a different kettle of fish, let me tell you that.